We've got first pitch coming up on Fox.
Amazing time to be a Philly sports fan, baby.
When the Phillies are in the World Series, Game 3 of the World.
Best place in the...
From you. Okay, let's go to Wiggy in South.
By this time next week, we'll have a chance.
Of course I'm up. We're all up now that Altuve's hitting again.
Look, nobody's dissing the Astros here. This crowd can help. Guarantee you this thing's going to be a dogfight till the end.
World Series on Fox, presented by Cap. Phillies took game 2, and now Ranger Suarez with his first start since leaf in game 1 of this series, and they're 46,000th man in the whole building.
Yeah, he really has shown that his harder outings out of the pen does to his routine. Lets the other pitcher possibly get in to throw strikes early in the count. Will the offense
had that blitz against Zach Wheeler the other night with Altuve, Pena, and Alvarez at the top. 2 home runs in game 1. Gurriel's at first of the postseason, then Chas McCormick and Mar. Since the Phillies last hosted a World Series game in 2. The crew chief calling balls and strikes sets her for this 3rd game. Not very pitcher for Dusty Baker's leadoff man Jose Altuve. 4 in game 2.
Yeah, and then he crushed left-hand. So Suarez, he likes the ball in, down, and change-ups away.
Off we go to right. Castellanos scrapes it off of the game
Earlier in the postseason, and he should
play.
And that play he made was in Houston.
So 1 gone on 1 pitch, and that'll test Bryson Stott in 2. Nice play.
You got an unbelievable crowd, and you've got Suarez. If you don't take a couple pitches, start a World Series game for the first time and get
the star of the show.
Yeah.
2 pitches for Ranger Suarez, and here's Yordan Alvarez. Strike 1. Strike 2.
Loves to pitch in with his sinker. He's got a really...
Oh, 2. Really high level. 1-2 pitch from this left-hander is fouled off. He's in that monster walk-off in game 1.
Have to be careful now. They've tried to throw 2 balls up and in, which is where they'll go in. That's going to be Alvarez.
He's already one of the most feared hitters. They're at 6'5", 230 pounds, and then you're like, oh, he's got as good a plate discipline as anybody to go along with. On another 1-2 from Ranger Suarez. He watches ball.
Notice he hasn't thrown a curveball. There's some member of Suarez. Your curveball could be better.
2-2. 1-2-3 first. Expect against right-handed pitchers Stott, Segura, and McCullers, who's no stranger to the postseason. Kenny detailed he started Game 7 of the World Series at Dodger Stadium.
And again, we didn't see that in the top of the first, but with strikes, he can get erratic in the strike zone, but he has anybody else on the mound. We'll see if he lives up to left-handers in the game he had against New York. Change-ups.
1 strike. McCullers for his curveball, but he wants through 20. Tough spot here. 3-1. Schwarber takes strike 2 on the start of this postseason. 0 for 16. His streak since. He leads off game 3. Streak to 10 games very promptly.
Got to hit that fastball. You're going to see a lot of breaking ball.
Got a first pitch fastball.
The way to kind of spin on it. And
time it's going to be a breaking ball. That's another fact
that he would love to have back, but the homers.
Long pause, fires 1-2, and gets a chip. That innings wasn't as sharp against the Yankees.
No, he did
behind to win it and clinch.
Ball down.
Low.
But if they can stay away from swinging.
Real Muto, the hero of game 1, fouls it.
Front shoulder is key.
29-year-old's 2-1 pitch. Perfect. 2-2.
Colors doesn't throw a lot of curveballs or righties anyways, but
at first after his leadoff walk on a 2-2 pitch.
Astros not really given.
Settles under it. And the Astros catcher has it.
Fastballs to keep him honest. But Bryce is so
all postseason. Does he change that up against this? McCullers to Harper. It's Harper, of course. The man. Nothing fills. 10 years. Phillies 2. Astros. Well, Johnny sure looked ready for a curveball.
He's a great hitter is going to take away one of the strengths of the opposing.
A good matchup with all the breaking stuff McCullers against him. And that ends the first. Progressive Insurance, a grand slam for your steal a base. Steal a taco is back. A Bryce Harper home run. The Phillies have a 2-0 for the first pitch. 1 ball, no strikes. And a Houston hitter. The home run against Zach Wheeler.
Will not come out of the zone, so he'll actually give like.
Suarez is retired. I don't know if it's possible for a guy to be getting 300. Maybe did. That's well played.
Amped up, rusty, and change.
Strikes
out. Yeah, he was nervous his first start against Atlanta.
Stop. 2 gone in the second. And
right, this place is unbelievable. I mean, there's nothing better than home and playing in front of this fan base.
Bryce, thank you very much. Joe, back.
Sneaky fastball in, sneaky change. Very good with all of them.
2-2 pitch. For Bohm, who doesn't even try to throw. Base runner. Or between Aledmus Diaz and Trey Mancini. And so his 8th shot
has not been good for Houston.
Helped start the rally that was ended by Alvarez's walk-off home.
Same lane, so he will too.
Head start for Gurriel
and keeps the inning alive.
Center field. This is how he made her pitches and a lot of production. In the park that I grew up going to as a fan. It's to get the Astros on the board. It's a generous inside corner. Suarez retired the first 2 in this. McCormick fouls it into the.
That's the 3rd straight hitter he's gotten to 2 strikes.
2 out and a 2-2. Got him! From Bryce Harper. They got a 2-0 lead. In Phillies. Alec Bohm starts the
fastball that leaked right.
As in gone! Ambush! Alec Bohm's first career postseason.
He's given up a homer on his fastball and in this game much longer.
Stop. This, teams are good. It's hard to come into this city 3 in the NLCS. That's a strike on Stone.
Understand for a long time it's been kind of a vacant season, so you can imagine.
Backdoors
game, but he battled and kept it there, and of course they won.
Broxton fires 1-1. Segura muscles ERA as a postseason pitcher. Major League year is 2-2 pitch. Gets a swing and a miss. Is the defense and has been a whole lot better offense. On a 2-0 from McCullers. Mart
was going to be over the fence.
Track to the wall. He kicked. Phillies. The red banner
for the trends, but it get a 2-out 2-run homer after walking out of this, and then next thing you know,
the colors to the back. How about that fact? We just won. Brandon Marsh followed it up.